All right, Shalom. I want to give all praise unto Yahweh Bashim Yahshai, Bashim Dash. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are apostle elders that rule the great millstone, and to you hope for the life on the four corners of the planet Earth that's pushing the truth without sincerity, honesty, and faith. We're in the time of the end, and we're almost getting ready to get up out of here, man. Shalom, give me 1 second. All right, Shalom. Back at it. As you see the title of the video, we just gonna go into a few things, a few videos and information, and to show that this chip is right around the corner. All right, these are the few things that we're waiting on: is the war with Iran in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shaphat. We're waiting on that, and we're waiting on this microchip and a few more prophecies to take place, man. So these are the things that we're looking for, and we hastening that day. All right, so this is an article that came out on, let me see, November the 12th, which was today. All right, it says UK firm could start microchipping employees to improve security. So they started chip your security risk, your security risk. So they're gonna make it the new form of security. If you're working as like a high security job, sensitivity job, it's gonna trickle down to the little departments, man. Because at first, microchips or RFIDs were used by like highly classified places. Now you can find that at your local office, man. So it's gonna start slow, but it's gonna increase. It's increased already. First, it was just here and there. Now there's thousands of people with the chip. It's building up. It says UK firm could start microchipping employees to improve security. And let's read the article. It says UK workers could be asked to embed microchips under their skin in a move that employees claim will improve security. Employers multiple will claim will improve security, replacing ID cards, but one which are leaving a bad taste in the mouth of workers and trade unions. Two firms, Biotech from the UK and Biohacks of Sweden, have confirmed that they have been approached by firms interested in the tiny RFID chips, which measure about the same as a grain of rice and are exactly the same as those used to monitor pets. The companies that Biohacks has been approached by aren't the ware by errant in warehouses and factories that would expect, but rather financially and legal firms, including one with hundreds of thousands of employees. See that? Hundreds of thousands of employees. So they're big firms, big nations, because these elites control these firms. They control all the corporations, man, around the world. And it says, while technology, but whilst the employees can see the value, worker organizations such as the CBI have expressed their concern. While technology is changing the way we work, it makes for distant and uncomfortable reading. Firms should be concentrating on rather more immediate priorities and focusing on engaging their employees. Meanwhile, the TCS is wondering that people may find themselves being coerced into having the chips fitted in some post-Black Mirror exercise in control. And that's like, I think that's a Netflix TV series. Security finance franchises O'Grady told the Guardian, "We know workers are already concerned that some employers are using the tech to control micromanaging will anyway their staff right to privacy. Microchipping would give bosses even more power and control over their workers. There are obvious risks involved. The employer must not brush them aside or press staff into being chipped. So far, biotech has fitted around 150 chips, mostly in individuals using them as Bitcoin wallets and alternatives to Oyster Oyster cards. So it's already being used as currency in the cryptocurrency world. Bitcoin. And it says, or to store medical data in emergencies. As such, they remain largely the dominating domain of biohackers and curious nerds. So, hey, but that show you a company with thousands of people are looking to try to get into it, man. All right. And then let me play this video real quick. Hold on one second. All right, so let me play this video. This is a guy. His name is Paul Bagley. He got a nice little following on YouTube, and he goes into different things and weather and news and breaking news, right? But that show you these Christians ain't got the truth, man. But check out what he said, and this is a video he posted on November 11th, which was yesterday, about the same article. And check out what he said.
Now we're talking the mark of the beast technology. Now that's not, these people, if they do get implanted, that's not the mark of the beast. But
what?
Get implanted, that's not the mark to get implanted. Now we're talking the mark of the beast tech.
Let's go back a little bit.
Technologies, all kinds of transhumanoid technologies, all kinds of stuff. All right. So it's incredible what's happening. And we're talking the mark of the beast technology. Now that's not, these people, if they do get implanted, that's not the mark of the beast, but you're putting in position the technology that can be used to implement the mark of the beast.
Hold up, what? So if you get implanted, that's not the mark of the beast. Hold up. Yes, it is. It says he that take that mark. If you take it that mark, you are co-signing to the mark of the beast, man. And you're taking the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast shall be what? Cut into the flesh. So how's that not taking the mark? You see how Esau be setting these guys up, man? Why would he need to mention that? Listen close.
These people, if they do get implanted, that's not the mark of the beast. These people, if they do get implanted, that's not the mark of the beast. But you're putting in position the technology that can be used to implement the mark of the beast. Now, the Bible said in Revelation 13, it starts talking about these two beasts. You got the Antichrist, the false prophet, but here, and even the image to the beast. But then it says this.
That's why, man, these Christians don't got it, man. These Christians don't got it. They don't got it, man. They trying, but they don't got it. He gonna go all the way off, man.
It's in verse 16 that he caused all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So if you get the mark of the beast in your right hand or your forehead, you took the mark. You just cut yourself, man.
Here's another place they want to insert it. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding.
That's enough, man. That's enough, man. These Christians don't got it. These Christians do not got it. Let's go into this. Let's go into this. I got a couple precepts for you, Akim. Lord willing, this is edifying, man. Because we at that time, we closer than we were imagining. Because these things starting to move, man. Next thing you know, hey, they're gonna have it mandatory. This is Romans 13 and verse 11. And that knowing the time, now it is high time to wake out of sleep. And the sleep is a state of mind. It's not talking about actual sleep. It's talking about the state of mind that Jake is in. We coming out of these curses. So we're brushing, it says brush thyself from the dust, man. All right. So we're coming out of the dust as you read in Ezekiel 37. You read in Isaiah, the first chapter. Okay, these things are taking place to Israel. Well, you got Deuteronomy, the 30th chapter, where it says that he's going to put the curses on the other nations. These things are coming apart so we can get the hell up out of here, man. But our redemption is closer than we believe. It says, and now, in that knowing the time, now it is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So with these mark of the beast showing itself, the Third World War brewing up, those are all signs to show us that our redemption is nearer than we believe. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. The night is the where you read it says the shadow that was cast over all the people, man. Destroy the covering. And that's happening right now by way of this truth. It's all being put, the veil is being pushed away. Nations we know who nation is who through the spirit. And we know the 12 tribes of Israel through the spirit. That was a cloak that was put over us, man. We didn't know who we was. Jake didn't know, wasn't calling themselves Benjamin, but Yum. They weren't calling themselves Naphtali, Yashashka. They weren't calling themselves these names, man. Judah, they weren't calling themselves that. They were calling themselves by any byword and a reproach that was put upon us by way of the curses. Now that we getting ourselves back, that's how you see it says what? The night is far spent, the darkness, and the day is at hand. The day is the fullness, the knowledge, man. It just says Yahushua is that morning star, that day star, man. And he's rising. When he comes, then we're gonna be made perfect. We're gonna know. We're gonna get out of these bodies, and we're gonna be turned into perfection. And it says, and that knowing the time, now is high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. The night is far spent. The day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the work of darkness and let us put on the armor of light, which is this truth. This armor, it's known as the armor of light, man. That's another sit down. Put on the armor of light. A lot of guys don't have that armor of light, man. This light is being put upon us by the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The whole scripture through the spirit. And it says, let us walk honestly as in the day, not as rioting, drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envy. Because we need to just better each other, man. If all of us work as a good cog wheel on this watch, man, we're going to work good, man. Oh, that's why it says uplift the brother more than yourself, man. We need to just up there in time for envy. And as long as this truth is being brought out and the elect is hopefully being sealed through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we need to push, man. But a lot of men don't have that truth. But the sheep shall know the words of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and they're gonna follow it. Our job is just to put it out there, man. All right, just like a fisherman, your job is to go out there and throw the bait, and hopefully you catch a fish, man. And you try to catch you a nice one. All right, that's why it says bring forth meat for repentance. This is James 5 and 8. James 5 and 8 says, but ye also it says, be ye also patient. Establish your heart, and that's your mind. All right, let's look up that word establish. The word there is sterizio. Sterizio. And it says to make stable, place firmly, set fast, fix. You got to fix your mind on this truth. You got to fix the understanding of your faith. To strengthen your hearts up by what? Diving in these scriptures, looking at prophecy, getting fully persuaded in your own mind. Make firm, to render consistent, confirm one's mind. That shows you that the heart is the mind. All right. Establish your hearts. It says hearts there, but it's going into mind. And it says, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Read it again. Be ye patient. Establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. And that's what we are here telling Jake. This is verse 9. Judge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. Take my brethren, it says, take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. That's us now, man. We're back again to suffer patience and afflictions, man. It says what? That I think that the Most High set forth us what? The apostles last, as it was appointed unto death, man. So we're made a spectacle unto the world and to angels and to men. So this is the time that we in, man. That's how you know the prophets, who the prophets are, because they're going to go through affliction and be hated of men. A lot of people don't like this truth, man. You know, they want to see this truth fade away, but it ain't going to fade away. This counsel is not of men. It's not of us. We're not doing it. All we're doing is just pushing forth the truth and letting the light be seen. It says, let thy light shine before men that they may see your good works. This is Mark 13, verse 36. It says, lest coming suddenly, let me go up. 32. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels are which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Yahweh is the only one that knows the day that everything is going to take place. That's why we all patiently waiting. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house. What's the house? It's the house of Israel. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's the house, man. That house also goes into the genealogy, the family. This is family matters, man. This is the spiritual family matters, physical and spiritual. Because we are the blood descendants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We believe that in the spirit. That's why we're setting up, because it was always a genealogy thing. It said Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Jacob's 12 sons. Those are the progenitors of the promise, man. And it says, for the son of man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, which are the prophets, which are the men that were set up to be over Israel, to be that's why it says that they are hirelings, the ones that didn't take their job right. Because the Most High set men to rule over his flock, to rule over his people. It says, and gave authority to his servants and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, and let's look up that word porter. Let's get some understanding on that word porter. The word there is thyroros. And it says, the doorkeeper, porter, a male or female janitor. See? We're appointed as that overseer to clean up things, man, to serve in the spirit. It says the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at eve or at midnight or at the cock crowing or in the morning. Because this deliverance can take place at any time, man. It can take place in the night. It can take place in the middle of the day, or it can take place in the morning. Deliverance can come at any time. It says, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping, and what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch. That's why it says in the Apocrypha, the first, I think the Apocrypha 2 and 17, if I'm not mistaken, where it says the kingdom of heaven is already prepared for you. Watch. So you just got to watch and pray and hope, because it's close. How do you watch, man? You watch the prophecy. You watch the things that's going on in the world around you. You watch those things, man. Because then Yahweh Shai's coming is not going to come as a surprise to you. You're going to anticipate the coming. The word there is groio, and it says to watch, give strict attention to. Check that out. Give strict attention to. Be cautious, active. So that's how you're going to be active if you don't do your videos, man. How are you going to be active if you're not watching for the prophecy? You're not watching. Watching means to be active. That's heavy. It means to be active in this thing. It says, take heed lest thou through remission and idleness, some destructive calamity suddenly overtake one. And that's going to be the end, man. This thing is going to come as a thief in the night. You see these wildfires that are burning out these celebrities. I've seen one of the dudes, he was committing adultery on World Star with another man's woman. And then he was one of the people that he got evacuated from his house. And the Most High brought fire to the dude's house, man. And he had to evacuate the house, the same house he was committing adultery in, man. So in Caitlyn Jenner, the damn transgendite, it had to get evacuated too. So the Lord did a strategic strike. That was just a taste, man. Just a taste. This is Ephesians 5:14. Close on this one. And it says, whatsoever he saith, awake thou that sleepest and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light. And it's going back to that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's the light we've been given. And it's not by us. It's by the inspiration. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is allowing us to push forth this truth and to know the prophecies that are coming, man. Certain men have strived to know the words we know, man. Hey, shalom to you, Akim, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Hey, yeah, shalom, shalom. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring this quick lesson out, man, to show, look, this mark is right around the corner. They're gearing up, man. I mean, if you can't see it, it's not meant for you to see it, but it's right there in your face, man. As of yesterday, UK firm could start microchipping employees to improve security. And how many people are in the foreign firm? It says what? Hundreds of thousands of employees right here. Hundreds of thousands of employees. All right. So, hey, man, these things are right at the door. So, if the Wadi Yakin for coming by and Albarazazad is edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makar Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Brakti Yahweh, Brakti Yahushai, Bashim Makar which is truth, knowledge, and wisdom. And Lord willing, we get out of here soon, quick, until you hopeful elect out there. Keep faith, keep strong, keep fighting, being diligent, man. And the finish line is right there, man. So, shalom to you, Akim. Again, shalom.